Every day in cities around the world, men and women wake up hoping to take one step closer to their personal and professional goals. Yet according to the U.S. Department of Labor, 52% of employees say they are not engaged with their jobs. And 1 in 10 Americans take antidepressants, totaling $10 billion in medication every year. What is it that allows some people to lead exciting, fulfilling lives full of optimism, while others wallow in anxiety, living in quiet desperation? Since 2010, I've been speaking around the world about personal and organizational success. I found that people, companies, and communities thrive when we learn how to do and have what matters most, or what I call the art of placing stones. Thank you very much. I'd like to speak for about 45 minutes about you. This should all be in some way, shape, or form about you, your life, and what's important to you. So are you personally ambitious? Maybe in your life, you think to yourself you've got some time, some dates, when you want to achieve a certain thing. I think we need our own personal formula to achieve the kind of success we want to achieve. And that's what the point of the conversation is. You, me, all getting our own form of success. And that formula that I want to spend the rest of the time on is a combination of things called the 4 L's and placing stones. So let's define success. So what does it look like in a career? There's 1,200 billionaires out there in the world. Let me say that one more time. 1,200 people have $1,000 million. So it's not as rare as you might think it is to be career successful, right? I mean, that's a lot of people with a lot of money. But success clearly goes above and beyond careers. That wouldn't be enough for most people. And let's talk about relationships. So what kind of relationships are we looking for? Generally, people want loving families. They want people that they're close to, people they've grown up with, etc. And they want to spend some degree of time and effort with those people. A third category, health and fitness, a platform on which to stand to be successful, right? I mean, we all know that exercise is such an important element in life. But let's go beyond that, and I think that final piece is success equals personal growth in some way that expands your life. So far, we've defined success in terms that can be recognized easily at a personal level. But what does that mean for the C-suite, at the organizational level? Well, some of the concepts are identical. It's a few simple categorical areas to focus your organization. If you try to focus, I love it when people say focus on many, many things, you focus on nothing. If you focus on a few things, you have a much better chance of succeeding. So how are you doing? Well, I said there was some sort of magic formula, right? And the magic formula looks like this. It's 4 L's. The first L is love. Well, okay, kumbaya, my friends, kumbaya. It's not what I mean. Love in this case, people who are successful in anything love what they do. That's why they do it. There's a concept about this called flow. And what flow is all about is the nexus between two incredibly important things. How difficult something is and how much skill you have in it. And flow is where it gets a little harder, you get a little better. It gets a little harder, you get a little better. It gets a little harder, you get a little better for the rest of your life. What does flow look and feel like? It means you're completely involved in what you're doing. It means you have a sense of ecstasy. It's outside of everyday reality. It's kind of a rare sensory experience. All right, so that's love. Let's talk about learn. Learn means you're willing and eager and aggressive to find out more and more about what it is this thing you're doing. You're naturally gravitating toward more knowledge about the thing that you're involved in. If you're going to learn something and you want to stretch yourself a little bit, how would you stretch yourself? So let's see what we can do. I'm looking for a couple of volunteers who want to stretch their boundaries and feel good about themselves, learning something that will be useful for you in every wedding you ever go to for the rest of your life. All the men are now looking at my shoes. All right, well, we're going to do a little dancing. We're going to make it very simple, all right? So I want you guys to come over here and stand here. And I'm going to give you really simple lessons on how to do this, right? Right, here we go. So just listen to what I say and do what I say. So left, right, left, right, left, right. Pretty easy. Left, right. Kind of boring though, right? Left, right. You good? You got that? Oh, now let me give you a secret, as if she can't hear me. When you lift your arm up, she'll spin. It's sort of a weird, innate thing. I don't know why that works that way. It just does. The heavy beats the left. Left, right, 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 left, right. Up, unwinder, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Well done. See, that wasn't so hard, right? Now, good news for you, you can escape the stage. Thank you very much for both of you for your time. All right, so the point of that is that you don't learn anything unless you take the chance. You push yourself outside that skill and that boundary that makes you comfortable. The next one is leverage in this chemical concoction we're putting together. So what kind of leverage am I talking about? Complex problems are not solved by narrow kinds of thinking. Complex problems are solved by lots of different ideas. It's the one good reason for diversity. Because if all I have is a hammer, how does that end? Everything looks like a nail. What that means in our world is if everyone in the room is a white guy in his 40s who grew up in San Diego, California with the same education I have, how many complex problems can I solve? Not many, because I got 4 extra people who all think the same thing. So I need people who think different things. That's what the complexity of having different ideas can bring you. That's the power of leverage. Okay, so I gave you love, learn, leverage, and now I'm going to tell you it's all luck, roll the dice, and that's what works. The kind of luck I'm talking about is the luck you can arrange. I'll give you a brief story. 22-year-old girl graduates from college. She wants to go work for National Geographic. She studied film. So guess what she does? She sends her resume into National Geographic, and crickets. You hear nothing back. They don't call you. You don't hear anything from them. So what she did, she made her own luck. She hung out in the afternoon at 5 o'clock at the National Geographic headquarters and sat on a bench and watched where all the people her age went after work. Turns out a lot of them went to the same restaurant and bar. Guess where she went? Hanging out at the restaurant and bar. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, I love National Geographic. Really? Yeah, I'd like to work there. Yeah, it hasn't worked out so well with the resume thing. Oh, just give me your resume. I'll take it to the desk of the person who can look at it. You don't get a job that way. But they consider your resume that way, right? She worked there for 3 years before she moved to New York and became an independent film producer. So reliable luck is self-made. Well, let's review the 4 L's quickly. The L's are love, as in love what you do. Learn, as in learn a little bit every day about that thing that you're doing. Leverage, not using but taking advantage of and working with other people to optimize the goal. And finally, luck, and that's the kind of luck you make. And the kind of luck you can only make if you're in the right circumstances to make that happen. So what does that mean for the C-suite? Well, if you have employees and they're working on a project, try to get the employees who actually love what they're going to do on that project. If it's highly analytical, put analytical people on it. If it's highly creative, put creative people on it. Otherwise, you end up with the tool not lining up with the goal. So that's the love. The learn, if you build an environment where people can actually take up and absorb skills and ideas about what's going on, you have a very good chance of them being able to apply learning to that. Leverage, we talk all the time about the coordination of people. Well, I don't know about you, but the best ideas I've ever had seem to be dramatically improved with other people. So building a collaborative culture, whether that's physically bringing people together or electronically bringing people together so that they can cooperate, that's leverage. And then luck, that's what really hits the C-suite. How do you build an environment and allow for people to make their own luck? You can only make your own luck if you're around the right people with the right tools, technologies, and opportunities for them, and the right attitude and culture in your business. So the secret formula, right? Love, learn, leverage, luck. But if it's that simple, why isn't it happening so clearly for all of us? Well, maybe you got some of this. You got some doubt, you got some envy, you got some regret. How do you get to the point where you achieve without regret? Nail that thing you want to nail. Do really well in that thing you want to do really well in. And then when you need to, sacrifice without envying the people who aren't. Here's how you make it. You love what you do. You learn a little bit every day. You leverage the power of other people. You make your own luck, and you produce these potential stones of success and how you're going to live. The stone is made up a combination of those 4 L's and time and energy together. Do you put them in your career, your health and fitness, your personal growth, your relationships? That's the big question, right? As we know, placing stones is the metaphor for that time and energy applied, using the 4 L's to create these concentrated stones of potential success. And you can only put those stones in a few places at any given time. So making a decision where to put them at any given time of your day, your week, your year in the business has direct applicability to the business. So let me be specific. If you're going to put your stones in your career, in your company, in driving the results of the business, and driving the sales, the revenue, etc., that's an incredibly important part. However, if you're not putting any of the stones in the relationships of building the team and the people you're working with, the relationships with your client, the relationships with your colleague, there's a time to do more of that and less of that. right? Also in health and fitness. We all know in a corporate environment somebody who has put no stones in their health and fitness, and they end up paying the price. The C-suite pays the price with huge insurance bills. The individual pays the price in reduced health, fitness, and vitality. So there's a time and place to get that exercise in. Sometimes projects demand people to not exercise for a while. Do it forever, pay the price. And what's that final point, that personal growth area? Well, that's investing in the workplace, in the organization, in growing to be more than you were last year and hopefully less than you'll be 3 years from now, taking that step forward, that extra time to polish your life and develop it more thoroughly. So I think the 4 areas of success on a personal level directly translate into the organizational level and make better organizations. And your success, my success, frankly, all of our success depends every day, every morning, every weekend, every Monday through Friday, where you put these stones. You can complain, you can say, oh no, but I got too many emails, I can't do anything with my stones. I can't exercise because I don't have time. I can't eat healthy because I can't get to salads and vegetables. I can't find the right person to marry in my life. Or you can avoid it. Drink a lot of booze, eat too much food, and just try not to think about it. But here's the warning. Time, tide, and life wait for no man. If you don't place them, if you don't make the decision, this happens, right? They're just gone. 1, 5, 10 years from now, you will be no different than you are right now, except for the people you meet, the books you read, and the stones you place. So in the end, I have one simple request, and that's place them wisely.